So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a...
Bro, have everybody lost their damn mind?
Yeah, they have.
He has.
Bro, what is this, man? Yo, do y'all hear this crowd?
Yep.
Bro, we are 26 seconds in this little two-minute clip. Y'all, first of all, you know why Angel Reese didn't get up immediately? Because she got clothesline and she fell on the back of her head. We was trying to figure out which hospital she need to be headed to.
Yep.
Now, it's funny to me. So let me get this straight. Angel Reese gets pushed in the back. They're trying to flip it on Angel Reese like she did something wrong. Like she's the aggressor. See what's going on, right?
Yep.
They're trying to gaslight. You can clearly see from that angle, she got pushed in the back. From that angle. Now, I saw it in real time. Clearly, you can see with the left hand, she pushed her.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit back. Clearly.
That's clear as day.
What y'all got to say about this, man?
It's a dirty play. Like I said on my show earlier today, and I said last night, Caitlin Clark has always been a dirty player. Nobody's questioning her talent. She can play. She is a dirty player. She gets away with this stuff. All last year, when somebody barely touched her, it was on CNN, MSNBC, all over the place, saying that these thugs are trying to hurt her. These thugs are trying to take her out. All of this derogatory stuff that we really didn't need this year. And I knew when they scheduled this 5 times this year, I already knew it was finna happen. We know it's finna happen. People have got to stop being dumbfounded or with blinders on, because you're still mad at this girl for beating the girl who y'all say is the greatest player of all time, because that's what you guys really want to say. But because she don't have the accolades like a Asia Wilson, Naphessa, or Breonna Stewart, y'all not trying to even put her on that level yet. And Naphessa, I love Naphessa, but she's not with those two. This is clear cut. This is a clear-cut campaign to continuously tear Angel Reese's character up. They want to make her the villain. They want to make her something that they don't like. They're continuously doing it. They got clips of her missing layups like everywhere, but for some reason, nobody want to show Caitlin Clark missing layups in the same game, missing shots in the same game. So to me, it's doctored. Is despicable. And RG3, for him to be the tone he is, I'm very disappointed in him. But I'm going to pass the mic because I don't want to be too long-winded.
Man, I'll hop right in. Even when it comes straight to RG3, like, what are we doing, bro? You play football. I've watched enough football to see a kicker kick the ball and then run and sneak and push somebody in the back, and the whole other team coming at the kicker's head. So don't be surprised when you push Angel Reese in the back and she turned around and she got smoke coming through her ears. Like, we talking sports, though. This is all between the line. It's sports. That happens, you're going to get checked. You push anybody in the back on any field, you're going to get checked behind it. And so for him to be sitting here and then reversing the old stuff and trying to talk about old things to make it equivalent to what just happened, is just, you know, it's coming from a different place. It is not genuine, and it ain't about basketball.
Now, now, I'm going to play some more clip, and I'm going to go to Prince. Just based off the background, what I'm seeing right here. This tells me everything I need to know.
And there is a lot of history there. with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player?
Bro, look at this lady in the back, bro.
That's what I'm laughing.
You can tell hey man, you can tell she woke his black ass up out of his sleep, made him go make this damn episode and talk bad about Angel Reese. If not, she finna put him on the couch. I don't have no respect for RG3. I never have, I never will. And I knew today was gonna come. See, last year he gave you a little taste. I remember him telling a story. He made a claim that a black woman told his daughters that they wasn't black. And he went on this whole little speech about we gotta stop dividing, we gotta stand behind unity and all this other stuff. But what are you doing? You're dividing. You're dividing, conquering right here. Bro, all this stuff was just unnecessary, man. You started with the tweets. The tweets wasn't good enough, claiming Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with competing, man? The way this man talking, you would have thought Angel Reese pushed Caitlin Clark in the back. Imagine you competing. You in the middle of a win. This girl pushes you in the back. How would you have reacted? Rob Parker tried to tell us a long time ago about this guy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rob Parker was correct. He mentioned that we defended him when Rob Parker did that, because us as black men, when we played the sport, there wasn't a lot of brothers that were quarterback. And if they were quarterback, it was college. You weren't really getting no shot at the next level unless you were just special. And we came and defended him. We like, man, Rob, you being too much. And then over the years, it's like Rob Parker was right. Like, what does he do for the brothers or the sisters? Like, what does he speak up for? And then he brings in another sister to try to tear down another black woman. It's crazy to me. And those had nothing to do with anything, but it's okay for her to showboat and do what she does. But then when it comes to us, we can't fight back, or we can't say nothing. Angel Reese didn't do anything wrong, but he's making it like she's the person who's starting this or got some underlying beef. They ain't got no beef. They only played each other like every other time, but other than that, they play two different positions. How do you compare two different positions and two different skill sets? They're non-comparable, but we in our mind are trying to keep making it Angel versus Caitlin, but they really want to make it Caitlin versus Asia. Don't worry, that's going to come up this season. Watch when that happens. That's going to be a huge dumpster fire. So that's what they're trying to do, and they scheduled this thing 5 times. It's despicable when you have people who we see as journalists or as writers. They're feeding into this narrative, and they're all rooting for Caitlin Clark. Look at the questions that's being asked to each player in post-game or even before the game. They're not even answering Caitlin Clark. They're not asking her none of the egregious questions they're asking Angel. They're asking Angel, oh, well, how did you feel about this thing with with Caitlin? And then when they ask Caitlin, oh, Caitlin, is this a rivalry? Now, last year she said, oh, this ain't a rivalry. This is what y'all want. Now she's feeding into it this year because she's a con artist. She's been a con artist since she's been in Little League. That's just what she is. And until people start calling her out on her mess, this thing is going to continue happening for weeks to come and years to come. And it's unfair.
Prince, go ahead, man.
Look, man. Listen, man. I'm about to show y'all why I'm the needle mover. Listen, man. This is another case of ignorance to being black again. First of all, RG3 is so removed from the black community, he doesn't even realize you're telling a black woman she hates a white woman while your white wife sits behind you drinking coffee or tea. How far removed do you have to be from the black community to not even realize how disrespectful and inappropriate that is in the first place? If your wife actually cared for the black community and you actually wanted to make that statement, knowing it was related to race baiting, if she really respected you and your other side of the family that she probably doesn't even associate with, she would have got out of this video. And I know she sits behind you in videos because I've watched videos. She sits behind you in videos and eat popcorn. This wasn't the moment. That lets you know she doesn't understand black culture, and you are so far removed from it, you don't understand black culture anymore. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you ever did. I don't think you ever understood black culture as it is. I don't think you ever understood the roots. Because let me revisit RG3's past for y'all right quick. Look, let's not forget, RG3 is the same black quarterback. We the ones put him in position to be the starting quarterback for the old Washington team. And we won't mention their name. We're the ones who went to bat for him. We're the ones who put up polls for him. We the ones that told them they were running a slave plantation and we were fighting for him. He was the one crying, sending emails back to Baylor for them to put up all of these polls and put up all of these things to write the NFL, write Roger Goodell. He wouldn't go get a fair shake as a black quarterback being a high pick, being a Heisman. We're the ones who stood up for him when white analysts on TV was saying he should be a wide receiver or he should go to the punt return because he can run a 4.2 and a 40. We were the ones putting our face on TV screen when he was hiding behind us, begging for us to take up for him because he was too weak to take up for his own self because he actually didn't know how to talk in public. Let's not remember RG3. We heard your Heisman speech. You don't know how to say the word duck correctly. You see, you so far removed, you're forgetting where you came from. You're disassociated so far from the black community. You are disrespecting all your ancestors. All those people who put you in place to be where you are, your mother, your father, your sister, all of those people you don't talk to on a daily basis. And I know you don't talk to them because you don't realize how inappropriate this setting you're sitting in is. Let's revisit RG3's social media past. RG3 is the one who told us that Jesse Owens, who ran in front of Hitler during that Holocaust, he's the one who told us that Jackie Robinson going out there as the first black batter for the Los Angeles Dodgers wasn't a political movement while they was out there calling him the N-word, while they was trashing him, while they was throwing bananas at his bus, while they made him sleep in the back bathroom at the hotel when he was the best player on the team, when they had bench players who wouldn't get in the game, getting better rooms than him, when he was making the less money on the team, when he took the hits so you could go play football. How disrespectful can you be? How disrespectful can you be? And let's not forget RG3, you're cooning for them, but let's remember Jason Kelsey came off of his couch playing for the Philadelphia Eagles to take your spot on ESPN when they got you up out of there doing halftime, when you came with racial slurs and they told you not on their airways, when that white man told you no, you the one who came on Twitter begging for us to plead to put a pose again for you like you did when you was the quarterback of the Redskins. And let's not forget, you spoke on Caleb Williams last year. And Kurt Warner came out and checked you, and you had no rebuttal. You came out and apologized to the white man, but now you want to come up here and say Angel Reese, who has no background with any criminal history, no background with negligence, been a team player, been a leader. Blacks, whites, agents have all spoke highly of her. Head coaches who she's beaten have spoke highly of her, how she's a team leader. See, this is what I'm talking about with our community. We're ready to cape for somebody else, but won't take up for our own. You got mixed daughters, and trust me, RG3, I'm gonna leave it right here. One of these days, you're gonna be looking for us to take up for you again when she at school and they don't want to give her that scholarship. When you try to get her into that school and your money and everything, because at some point your black money won't be everything. Your heritage, your mama and your sister, they will see her and your daughters, and your wife won't be able to do a damn thing about it.
Boy, you just cooked.
Nope.
The needle move have spoken.
Let the church say amen.
Man, bro, you ain't tell. Hey, Kim folk, man, you gotta leave some meat on the bone for us, bro.
Man, all I
meat on the bones.
All I could add to that is I watched this clip, I watched like 75% of it, and he said, I was watching the game and we seen this incident happen, and my wife said, look, Angel pushed Aaliyah Boston first. It's Angel's fault. My wife pointed it out because I missed it. And my wife made me come back and see it. That's what he said in this. It was my wife that pointed out that Angel started this. And that was enough for me, bro. I couldn't watch no more. I couldn't watch no more.
She put him up to this.
She got her hand. He a puppet. She got her hand right up in there.
He's a clown. This is why I never liked this guy. Reese ain't never did nothing to Caitlin Clark, bro. Ain't nothing to threaten her life. She ain't never did nothing to nobody but play basketball. Nobody got a problem. Here's the crazy thing about it. Nobody has a problem with Caitlin Clark. We all acknowledge the good stuff she's doing for the game. Nobody got a problem with her. We got a problem with the double standards, man. We have a problem with the double standards. The way y'all cover her, y'all shit on all the other players in the league and say she's the only thing that matters. That's what we got a problem. How you think those players feel? Y'all keep shitting on them all the time, saying they're not worth anything. You trying to devalue them. That's all you doing. These casual fans hear it. And what they jump on the bandwagon because it's the popular thing to say. Everybody's trying to make money off hating off Angel Reese.
That's what it is.
But how does this grow the sport?
It don't.
When are the fans like going to sit back and understand that you don't move a sport by one player? Like, you're giving her everything, and when it blow up in your face or anything happens, not hoping or wishing it, but if anything happens, your business is going to tank because you're trying to tie your business model into Caitlin Clark. That's not how you grow a business. Every successful businessman, Prince, Showtime, myself, and AJ, like others out there, know you don't move a business by just talking about one thing. That doesn't help your business grow. It doesn't. You have to show everybody you got all this talent out here, and you just keep bashing it, tearing it down. And when somebody defends Caitlin Clark, now all of a sudden we got to throw them in jail. It's crazy. We need to get back to basketball.
They gas like us. Just because we say she's not the greatest ever, we're racist.
Mm-hmm. They don't
know anything about racism.
Mm-hmm. They don't know, man.
At the same time, you can call me a nigger, you can call her a nigger and monkey and all that stuff, and you supposed to take that and just, hey, that's part of that's what you signed up for, right?
Yep.
Really?
Like, he want to bring up Alyssa Thomas, but forget last year after the playoffs, she said, in 11 years of being a pro, I've never heard the racist slurs that were thrown at me like it was inside of the Indiana. Like, he want to bring up her. Like, let's really talk about Alyssa Thomas then. Let's talk about what she really said goes on inside of Indiana.
I've never experienced the racial comments from the Indiana Fever fan base. We had her face on a serious matter that happened in this world, and it's unacceptable, honestly. And there's no place for it. And we've been professional throughout the whole entire thing, but I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place for it. And basketball is headed in a great direction, but I think in my 11-year career.
You know, it's funny. Her wife was doing all that crying too about the Indiana Fever.
Yep.
Fans being racist. What she do?
Yep.
Join
Go
the team,
right to the team
and start buck dance.
Yep.
You saw what she put on social media? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Clowns. Straight clowns. I don't have no respect for them.
Yep.
Bought and paid for. That's the problem. A lot of these guys, why I don't take them serious, they have no credibility with me because they easily bought and paid for.
Yep.
Everybody's selling out. They selling their soul.
That makes me look at DeWanna Bonner like, if that makes me look at you very sideways, because this is the same fan base who took Dejanay's picture and put it on George Floyd's body.
Exactly.
And for you to go over there, I lost all my respect for. I had little already, but that made it go to less than zero. And this was a teammate of yours that you helped grow into the player she is today. Like, you were her vet. And for you to do that, I don't know how, I know AT and y'all have a relationship, but I'm questioning you as a woman and as a Black woman at that. Like, for you to do that, it's like very asinining and very sickening in the head. I'm sorry. I don't see why you would go join that franchise. And another incident is going to happen where your team is going to do bad. They're going to have a stretch sometime in the season where they're bad. And we're going to see if you have that same energy when they say you need to be fired or you need to be cut. You need to be thrown to the side, because I'm still waiting on Caitlin Clark to step up for her teammates after what they did last year to her teammates. I still didn't hear her come out and say anything about it, but whatever.
Anybody on Time Magazine article that's written by your team say all this stuff. Anybody, when you read a script, that's easy, especially for somebody like her. Yep. Whatever she say, they're going to get behind it. Mm-hmm. You know how easy that was for her to say, oh, that wasn't malicious. It was just a basketball play. Oh, look, yeah, man, right.
Speak on the player thing. I've always felt like, and I've been waiting to say this. I was going to say it on my channel, but I'm going to bless Showtime channel with this. Y'all know me. I'm very methodical, and I put stuff together. Look at all of the Indiana Fever's offseason moves. Really pay attention to it. Nobody have ever heard nobody break this down like this. I need y'all to give me the flow for a second. Pay attention to this. Go ahead. Sydney Colson, Asia Wilson's favorite teammate, pulls her from Aces. Guess what that statement means? Oh, she wants to play with Caitlin Clark more than she wants to play with Asia Wilson. Next one, Natasha Howard pulls her from where?
Dallas.
Oh, she wants to play with Caitlin Clark more than she wants to play with Paige Beckers. DeWanna Bonner pulls her from where? Connecticut Suns. Oh, I thought Dejanay and the AT didn't get along with her. Oh, okay. Next one. Who else did they bring to the team? The well-known, the most prominent Trump supporter in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. The most prominent. The Miss Red Hat herself she's the only WNBA player to wear a Trump hat during her walkway in the NBA game, in the WNBA game. Pay attention to the play, not the player. Pay attention to the play, not the player. It's been a political move this entire time, and it's been happening right in front of y'all faces, and y'all don't even realize it.
And you forgot one.
Yep.
Brianna Turner, who played with
Brianna Turner came from where?
Chicago.
But she couldn't get minutes? Oh, you can't get minutes there? You can come here and get minutes.
And what did she say on Twitter? This is the most professional organization I've ever been to.
Pay attention to the play and not the player.
Yep.
We not stupid.
Yep.
You want to shut us up, you'll never be able to do it. We here. We ain't going nowhere. You can send all the racist slurs, all the messages, the emails, cowards. That don't mean nothing. Trust me. This is the beginning of the war. We ain't done.
We've been fighting this war since 1716. We've been fighting this since 1716, man.
Exactly. Make sure y'all lock in with us. Star Who Central every single Monday. It's going down 5:00 p.m.
There's a reason we don't get sunburned. We can take the heat. It's a reason we don't get sunburned. We can take the heat.
We can take the heat. Can you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you take the heat?
Yep.
All right, then. We'll see.